everybody, Lock here with a bit of a crafting tutorial on properties and how they affect the outcome of what you're crafting. We're going to work with daggers today because they're nice and cheap on materials. And I'll give you some idea on what effect switching different materials has on your crafted items. You can see here I've gone through my stash of crafting materials, which I keep nice and handy to my workbenches, and I am a hoarder, so I have quite a lot of everything just in case they have some possible use before the next wipe comes along. It's important to keep in mind that if you have a recipe for the dagger and you want to make a variant on it, like a copper dagger, you do not have to find and purchase an additional recipe. You just have to switch the materials out. So if it takes, for example, an iron hilt, you just have to switch that with a copper hilt, and it will successfully make and add that new recipe to your recipe book. Blacksmithing station is what we require for this kind of recipe. You'll see here, if we double click the dagger recipe, it'll just add, because I've got a lot of different types of dagger blades and hilts already made, it'll just add random ones. In this case it added a white iron of both. You can just take them all back and it'll put them back in your inventory, and you can either drag the required components one by one, or you can double click on the picture of the dagger to add them in, and then we'll just switch out the hilt and chuck in a normal iron hilt, switch out the white iron blade, and we'll put in a normal dagger blade and click craft. And of course it failed, but we'll salvage it by adding more coal. And you can see here the properties of just a standard iron dagger, which is plus 0.1 melee damage bonus. Now we'll take all that back and we'll try a different variant. So we'll hang on to our white iron hilt and we'll just change that blade for, what have we got, a bronze I think we'll start with. Click craft. Of course it fails again because we're filming. And you can see the outcome, we've got a dagger of greater haste. So instead of that just having that melee bonus, it's given us plus 20 attack speed from the bronze, and the hilt gave us the plus 10% knockdown from the white iron. And now if we switch it up again, this time we'll go with a Constantine dagger with the white iron hilt. So we'll still get this. Oh, we got a critical success, so we'll add an extra one. Get an extra plus 3 on that. So as you can see, instead of like, we still got the knockdown chance, but instead of the other property we got a plus 2 dexterity, and that plus 3 strength is just from getting a critical success. So we'll switch it up again. Once again we'll use the white iron hilt, but this time we'll use a meteoric iron dagger blade, which gave us a dagger of greater crushing, so plus 2% melee damage bonus. See, the standard iron gave you 0.1, and that gives you 0.2. This time we'll change it up again. And what have we got left? Okay, we'll do a copper dagger blade. still getting the 10% knockdown from the white iron hilt. Now using sort of the white iron dagger blade, you can see if we switch it up, it doesn't matter where the properties come from. See, this time we'll make a meteoric iron hilt with a white iron dagger blade, and it still gives us a dagger of greater crushing, the same as if we used the same materials but switched which we were using them for. So it doesn't matter if it's the hilt or the blade, it'll still add the property. And properties do not stack. Like if you use if we used white iron for both, it would not give you two of the same thing, it'll just give you the one bonus. So yeah, that's pretty much all our options covered for daggers, and I hope that helped a few people with figuring out crafting, at least for that type of